All right, so this is going to be the easy video warm-up. So we're excited to start with you. We're gonna heat your body up. We're gonna get your breath going. We're gonna get your heart rate high. There are 6 exercises that we're gonna be doing, and we're gonna repeat them twice. So this is gonna take about 6 minutes to get through, and I think we are ready to get started. So we're gonna start with a little march right here. So just starting moving your legs. Nice. Good, so as you start to warm up, you're gonna wanna take some big, deep breaths here. So really filling your lungs up all the way to the bottom pocket, exhaling it out with nice control. And this is just a warm up, guys, so make sure that you are taking it at your own pace. You wanna be moving your body so that it feels good and right to you. All right, we're gonna add on a little bit here. For 30 seconds, we're gonna add a little twist. So here we go. You're gonna bring your arm across. Nice, so you're twisting, elbow comes to knee. Nice, there you go. So now you're warming up your legs, and you're warming up your core, starting to warm up your upper back. Yeah, that's feeling pretty good. Nice, couple of big deep breaths right here. Next, we're gonna move on to your back line. So we're gonna add in some hamstrings. So you're gonna cross out and kick up in 3, 2, and 1 right here. So we're gonna kick out to the side. Nice, couple of big deep breaths as you start to feel everything stretch from the back line forward. Nice. How are you guys feeling? You guys warming up? Feel pretty good? All right, nice work. Couple of big deep breaths. You got 10 seconds more here. And then we're gonna get into some balance and some hip opening. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands are gonna come to your hips. You're gonna start with your right side. So we're gonna bring out to the back and then forward. Nice. Out to the back and then forward. Staying on that same leg, feeling the balance heating up in your other side. All those big muscles in your hips. You got 4, 3, 2, and then let's switch to the other side. So other side's gonna come back and then forward. Nice. You guys breathing? Feeling good? Okay. Make sure you're breathing. And then next we're gonna go old school. We're going jumping jacks. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Old school jumping jacks. So right here. And if jumping jacks are hard for you because of that bouncing motion, you're gonna look to some of the people behind me. So Jess over here to the right is gonna modify. So there's no jumping happening there. She's just opening up side to side. Woo. And I'm starting to get out of breath with my jumping jacks, which is exactly what we want to be. Good, so you've got 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna move into a little lateral shuffle. So we're gonna start moving this direction. So that'll be to your left in 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. You got 30 seconds. Nice, just like that. Little shuffle, lateral action. Good. Nice. Good. Keep breathing right here. As you start to move and that heart rate starts to come up, feeling everything heat up, you wanna stay with your breath. Good, so 1, 2, 3. We're gonna start it all over. 2 and 3. You guys ready? Back to the march. Here we go. So hands. Woo! That got my heart rate up. You guys good? Okay. So if you're feeling that and your heart rate is up high, you're doing it right. So right here, get control of your body, get control of your breath, and control of your heart rate. So all of these videos are made up of intervals, and that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna feel your heart rate go up high, and then you've got a little bit of time to pull it back together. We're gonna add that rotation in 3, 2, 1. So bringing that rotation back in. Nice. Whoo, taking a couple of big deep breaths here. Maybe you slow it down a little bit. Maybe you don't drive your knee up quite so high. Or maybe you're feeling great and you try and touch your elbow to your knee. You do you. Your body is gonna get stronger the more that you do this. And the more that you do this and the stronger your body gets, the better you're gonna feel. Good, so we're gonna add that hamstring kick in 3, 2, 2, and 1. So kicking straight out, keeping that rotation. Yeah, good. Keeping the breath, big inhales, big exhales. Jeff, you breathing? Good. That's great. Good. So right here, keeping your shoulders down, relaxing any muscle that doesn't need to be working. And we're gonna add in those hip openers. So we'll start with this side. Hands on your hips, you're gonna come up to the back and then back forward. Good. Up to the back, and then forward. We'll do that 3 more times. That's 3. Good, keep breathing. 2. Nice, and 1 more to the back and forward. Good, switch to the other side. So you're gonna come forward first and back. Feeling that balancing action in one leg. The other side is nice and strong for 3, 2, and 1. Back to those jumping jacks. Woo! Here we go, these last 2. Really get your heart rate up, but that's what we're looking for here, guys. So we want that heart rate to be up high so that your body is getting nice and warm. Good, and if you're modifying, you're looking to Jess here. Jess is keeping the jump out, but she's getting all of those lateral muscles warmed up. Nice. Whew. Starting to feel it again with that breath. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna bring that shuffle in and we finish. We're gonna go this way. You ready, guys? Last one. 1, 2, 3. Good. Woo! Quick feet. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more to each side. Good. 1 more each side. Nice. Last one. And we are warm. You guys feel good? All right. Nice work. Okay, let's do it. This is the easy long video, so let's get started. We're gonna start on this side with just a back lunge. You're gonna back it up and then come forward. Nice. So remember, when you're lunging, your front knee is gonna be directly over your ankle. Everything staying in alignment. We're gonna switch in 3, 2, and 1. Other side, steps back into a back lunge. Checking that alignment on one side versus the other. There's always one side that wants to be stronger than the other one. We're gonna go to the side lunge, back to your first leg. So right here, out and back. Good. Out and back. And this is the same alignment. So knee is gonna stay right over your ankle for 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna switch to the other side. Good. Back in. Big deep breaths. These are big muscles that you're working. Heart rate's coming up right away. You've got 3, 2, last one. Good, and we're gonna start on this side. You're gonna reach one arm up and you're gonna draw down. Good. So right here, really strengthening up your core muscles, strengthening up the opposite side balancing muscles, and you're breathing, right? Everybody's breathing? Good. I can hear Jess breathing hard over there already. I love it. I love it. Good. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna switch to the other side. So you're gonna reach up, pull down. Nice. So you can step all the way out. So you've got a nice big long kickstand as you come out. Every time you come up, exhale, inhale, exhale. Yeah, good breath, Jeff, really good. Big deep breaths. You got about 10 more seconds on this side, and then we're gonna go into a punch. So you got 5, 4, 3, 2, nice. So everybody's gonna take a nice wide athletic stance, bend into it just a little bit, and you're just gonna start to punch. Good, so right here you're taking big deep breaths. Working all those muscles in your upper body actually gets your heart rate up really high. And if you've got stuff going on with your shoulders, a good idea to modify, and Jess will show you, it'll either be to punch low or to keep your hands underhand and punch down low that way. Good. Big deep breaths. You got about 30 seconds left here. So you decide what works best for your body and what you're working with right here. 30 seconds. Good. One other thing to think about with this exercise is that your chest is nice and wide open and that you're not hunching forward. Never want to be hunching forward. Chest is open, Good. You got 15 seconds. Keep moving. Who knew? Punches could be so hard, right, guys? Last 10, 9. You got a break coming up. 15 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna transition down onto your mat. So we're gonna go feet facing this way. You're gonna lay it all the way down. So you got about 10 seconds to breathe right here. So go ahead and lay it down, guys. Good. So when you get down to the floor, we're gonna move right into the next exercise, which are bridges. So your heels are gonna be just in front of your knees, hands down by your side, and then you're just gonna lift up your hips and come back down. That was a pretty quick 15-second break, right, guys? Just enough time to transition. So this is a long minute of bridges. Your glutes are really big, strong muscles. And so you wanna make sure that you are pacing yourself through this minute. Woo, starting to feel it burn. Right there, yeah. Chris is feeling it, I love it. Good. You got about 20 seconds left. And then we're gonna transition. Couple of big deep breaths right here. Yeah, looking good, guys. Nice work. The next one's gonna be really challenging. We're gonna sit it on up in 10 seconds. Woo, get a couple more in, guys. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. So same position, just sit it on up. You're gonna keep your heels right in front, keep your bum down, and these are tricep dips. So you're gonna put your hands so that they're facing toward your heels. Lindsay in the back, give us a wave, Lindsay. You can see her, she's got that sleeve on. She's recovering from breast cancer, and so this is not a good exercise for her, but everybody else is gonna just bend your elbows down and lift up. Lindsay's just gonna hold off on this one, and she's gonna wait until the next exercise comes up, which is a good exercise for her. So this is really important, guys. If you feel like you're ever in a moment where you're like, this just doesn't feel right, or my body's not ready for it, don't do it. It's totally fine. You've got plenty of time to build up for it. And there might be some exercises that are just never gonna be right for your body, and that's okay. So a couple of big deep breaths. You got 15 seconds. This one's really hard for me. Is this one hard for you guys? Woo, I'm feeling this one like crazy. Good, 10 seconds. Nice. You got 5, 4, we get to come back to the mat in 3, 2, and 1. Good, so you're gonna lay down here, and we're just gonna lift your legs. So I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna show what's going on here with Jess. So you're gonna lift one leg up, and then you're gonna put it down, and then you're gonna lift the other leg up and put it down. Good, so when you're doing this, it's really important that your lower abdominals are nice and strong. Yeah, there you go, good, right there. And that your low back is sinking down into the floor. Nice, so you're really feeling it in your hip flexors and your lower core muscles. Nice work, you've got about 20 seconds. And you might come up nice and high on this one, or maybe your knee just stays at that 90-degree angle and you just come up as high as your body allows. Good, you've got 15 seconds, big deep breaths. Nice, last 10. You got a 15-second break coming up in 5, 4, 3, keeping those abdominals, and 1. Whew, our next exercise is gonna be on your side. So the next exercise is on the side, so you're just gonna roll it on forward. Your knees are gonna stay in front of your hips, and what you can do here is either an arm underneath your shoulder, propping yourself up, or if it feels better, you can actually go ahead and put your hand right down into your hips. So hips are forward, hand is forward, and you're just gonna clamshell up and down. Good, just like that, perfect. Couple of big deep breaths here, and we're really working those big muscles in your hips. Nice. So really important here is that your hips are gonna be right in line with each other and stacked one on top of the other. And it's really easy in this position right here to let yourself sort of slunch down. Don't do that, keep yourself up nice and tall for 3, 2, and 1. Next one is gonna be a side plank, so you're gonna shift your knees back just a little bit, maybe bring your feet out a little bit further down. Hand is gonna be in front, and you're just gonna prop yourself up. This might be a great exercise for you, or this might be too much for your shoulder, in which case you just hold it down and you just work for it, maybe 2 seconds at a time, bring it back down 2 seconds at a time. Good. You've got about 15 seconds. Good, couple of big deep breaths. Shoulders back, chest is forward for 10. Woo, hold it. How you guys doing? You good? Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and you're gonna come down. Foot is gonna come out. These are front, back taps. So make sure that your hips stay stacked over each other, and you're just gonna front, back. Good, front, back. Big deep breaths right here. Nice, and if this starts to bother your shoulder, always an option to put your hand up in holding your head. Nice. Good, you've got 15 seconds, and then we're gonna switch to the other side. Woo, feeling it. So Jess over here is a PT, and she made all of these exercises. So if you're feeling like you're feeling it in your hips right now, you blame her. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side. So we're gonna go clamshells on the other side, rolling yourself over. Knees are gonna be slightly in front of your hips. Hands on your shoulder or head in your hands is totally fine. And you're just gonna lift up and back down. Nice. Good, right there is really good. Big deep breaths, making sure that you stay stacked. It's really easy and tempting in this position to roll yourself back. You don't wanna do that. Keep your hips right there. Maybe you put your hand right on your hip bone so it reminds you not to move. Good. For 3, 2, and 1, back to that plank. So your knees are gonna come back a little bit, and up on your shoulders, you're just gonna lift up. And if you can hold this for the full 30 seconds, that's totally great. And if you need to take a little break, you put your bum down. No big deal. You're eventually gonna get it for 30 seconds, and that's totally fine. Good, you've got 15 seconds, keep holding. Woo, shaking a little bit. You guys shaking? Good, you've got 10 seconds. Woo, 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Put your bum down. Foot comes out, and you can either leave your bum down, or if you want a little challenge, you can lift it back up. But we're going front, back for 30 seconds. Front, back, nice. Good. Also, again, keeping those hips stacked. If you need to put a hand there to remind yourself to keep that alignment, do that. Good. Big deep breaths here. You've got 10 seconds to tap. Woo. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna roll over into a tabletop position here. So now your hands are gonna be underneath you. And right here before we even start, you've got 10 seconds to rest, so I'm gonna give you some alignment cues. You're gonna pull your belly up a little bit and get that arch out of your low back. Nice work. Now, the next exercise we're gonna do is called a bird dog. So you're gonna lift one arm and one leg, and then switch. One arm and one leg, and then switch. Yeah, perfect. Just like that. So, I'm gonna go back to my girl Jess over here, and I'm gonna show you Jess's low back is puffing up into my hands right here, and her leg is not going up that high. In fact, when you're engaging your core, you won't really be able to bring your leg up that high because that action will actually put an arch into your low back. So if you're keeping your leg down nice and low, and you've got your belly engaged, and you've got your low back nice and solid, you're doing it right. So make sure that you keep that alignment. Good, you guys are looking amazing. You've got 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna stay in this position, and now is the time. So we're gonna start with the leg that's in the front of the room. So you're gonna bring it up, and you're gonna flatten your foot out like you're stamping it up onto the ceiling, and you're just gonna pulse up and down. Now, same alignment cues. Your hip bones are gonna be facing right down toward the floor, and you're gonna engage your core to keep that arch out of your low back. That might mean that it limits your range of motion, and that's totally fine. We really want you to do it right. Good, we're gonna switch in 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Other side. Woo! Feeling those glutes engage? You guys feeling that? Yeah. It burns. That's good. That means it's working. Those little muscles turning on, stabilizing one hip and the other, and those big glute muscles really doing their job. Nice. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise is gonna be mountain climbers. So you're gonna stay down in this position, and you're gonna lengthen your feet out into a plank. And if you're not modifying, you're gonna start to bring your knee up into your elbow. If you're modifying, you're gonna look back at Jess or at Lindsay in the back, and they're gonna modify for people that aren't able to stabilize on their shoulder in that plank position. So you do what's best for your body. If you can be on the floor, do that. This is a really challenging exercise. You guys got 30 seconds to go in these mountain climbers. If you're modifying, you're standing up, driving your knee up tall, chest stays open. Ooh, I'll join you for the last 30 seconds. I've been talking the whole time. You guys have been doing all the work. I love it. Couple of big, big, big deep breaths right here. Nice, last 20 seconds. Ooh, you guys can do it. This is one of the hardest exercises in the whole set. Every muscle in your body is working for 10, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 15-second break. Everybody's back up on their feet. Woo! I'm sweating. Are you guys sweating? Yeah, it's good. All right, so you're taking a couple of big deep breaths. Shake it out here. This is your last set, guys. You can do this. So your feet are gonna be nice and wide, and you're gonna point your toes out toward the side of the room. Hands are gonna be down on your hips, or if you need a little bit more balance, they can be out to your side. And we're gonna start with a little plie squat. So you're gonna bring yourself down and back up. Nice, so if you take a peek down at your feet, you wanna make sure that your knees are tracking out right over your feet, and that they're not collapsing in toward the center. So really turning on those muscles to bring your knees out to the back. Yeah, that's really good, guys. Woo, and it starts to burn. And over time, maybe you get a little bit lower and a little bit lower, but maybe today you just start with a tiny bend. It will do its job, don't you worry. You can't do this one wrong. Whew, nice work, keep breathing. We're going back to lunges next. So this is gonna be the set that really gets you. Heart rate comes up high. Make sure that you're still taking those big deep breaths all the way down to the bottom pocket of your lungs. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So you're gonna step to the back. You're gonna give yourself a little bit of space. So we're gonna be lunging forward this time, and we're gonna alternate left and right with a little bit of a twist. So we're gonna start on this side. So bring yourself forward and twist. Nice work. And then bring yourself forward and twist. You're twisting toward the knee that's coming forward. Nice. And maybe you take a nice deep lunge, and you can see that your knee is directly over your ankle. And maybe today you just take a little lunge forward and twist, and you keep a nice tall stance. Your balance and the strength of your muscles are gonna get more and more strong and more attuned, and as that starts to happen, you can start to deepen this exercise. Nice. You've got 10 seconds, and then we've got my favorite exercise of the whole thing. Wait for it, it's so wonderful. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, you guys ready for the best one? Woo! Take your feet nice and wide, and we're just gonna finish it off with some nice big arm circles. Ah, feels so good. So we're gonna go one direction for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go the other direction. So this is a really good time to take some huge breaths. Let your heart rate start to come down. Woo, doesn't that feel good, guys? Yeah, all right, we're gonna switch directions in 3, 2, and 1. Good, 30 seconds. Opening your chest, really engaging your upper back. Core is strong. Ooh, nice work. You've got 15 seconds breathing. Feels so good. Last 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You guys, you did it. You did it. So good. So good. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of a cool down here. We're gonna start with some breath. You guys ready? Take a big deep breath in. Oh yeah, so good. Another one, big deep breath in. Oh yeah, let it go. We're gonna come to a quad stretch. You're gonna balance on one leg. Ooh, this is hard on the cool down. Reach around and grab your quad or your foot so you're stretching your quad. And when you do this, tuck your hips underneath you a little bit so you feel that stretch go all the way up into your hip flexor. Nice. That balance can be pretty hard, but you can do it. Good, and then let that leg go. Same leg, you're gonna step it forward, bend your back knee a little bit. And then bring yourself forward. Your toe is gonna be up until you feel a stretch in your hamstring. So I am not flexible or bendy at all. This is all I have. My chest is open and I'm not pushing it into my rounded back. Leanne in the back is probably one of the bendiest people I've ever seen, so she's gonna get a little bit lower, but you do you, okay? Couple of big deep breaths. Now we're gonna get a little side body stretch. So same leg that's forward, you're gonna bring it and cross it behind you. Stick your hip out just a little bit, maybe reach up and over. Yeah, it feels so good. You get to stretch all the way down the side of your body. Take a big deep breath in. Let it go, let it switch to the other side. All right, so we're gonna start with that quad stretch. So get a good balance going. Grab your foot, and if you need to tap it down, it happens. It's totally no big deal. Your muscles are tired. It all works out. I'm a little imbalanced myself. Good. Let it go. Same leg. You're going to step it forward onto your heel. Bring yourself forward, and you're going to get a nice stretch, getting it through your calf, all the way up into your hamstring. Breathing as you're stretching. Heart rate is coming down. Yeah, really good breath, Jeff. Nice. Same leg, you're gonna bring it back and around. Step it so you're balanced, then reach an arm up and over, and if you wanna add on a little bit more, maybe you clasp your wrist. Yeah, just bring it up, that feels so good. Nice, so we're gonna take a nice wide leg stance. We're gonna come to your upper body. We'll start with shoulder stretches. So one arm, you're just gonna bring it around and whatever works for your body. So if your shoulders are really bendy, bring it in a little bit closer. If you're not so flexible, farther away. Whatever works for your body. Good, we're gonna switch sides, same thing to the other side. Yeah, feels good. Ooh. And then we're gonna go back to that first side. We're gonna reach it up and over. Now you can really feel it going down into your upper back, those big lat muscles. Stretch those guys out. Yeah. Other side, it's gonna be up and over. Keep breathing, feels really good. Nice. And then lastly, behind, we're gonna finish with a tricep stretch. Good. So you're reaching your hand down your back. Good. Couple big deep breaths. Shake it out. Come to the other side. Nice. Feels so good to just let your body quiet down. Feels so nice after all the hard work that you've done. We'll finish with 2 last big deep breaths. So inhale, big breath in. Exhale, this is where I start to feel just so much gratitude that my body is strong and that I'm able to do this. Let it go. Yeah, good job.